Well, hey guys, it's our UBU night, and I'm so excited because I am going to talk to one of my favorite people, Sue Moulds. She's been a consultant and a sales director and a friend of mine for many, many years, and I'm so excited. Thank you for saying yes to me.
Well, I'm glad to join you for a little bit tonight. So
That's good. Well, we're just going to hop right in. I am going to ask you some questions and we will talk back and forth. So Sue, why don't you tell everyone how long have you been with Mary Kay?
I just this month celebrated my 19th anniversary. So 19 years now.
That's awesome.
Really kind of makes me sound old. It's like,
no.
What?
No,
anyway.
You started when you were 2. It's fine. They made an exception.
That's right. That's right.
I know, because you and I have the same about anniversary. So it's like, it feels like we're still young. It's okay.
Doesn't feel like it's been 19 years. How's that? Until I look back in the pictures and I'm like, boy, I was a lot thinner back then.
Well, that happens. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Well, why don't you, so you've been in for 19 years. So tell us about your family. Like, you raised a family during all that time. What is your family situation?
I am a new, praise the Lord, empty nester, loving it. The stage of life. I had to wait 30 years to get here. I deserve this stage. Oh goodness, my kids are 30, 28, and 24. So, and I am a grandmother to a beautiful granddaughter who's now 8 years old, already in 3rd grade. Yeah.
That's awesome. And are you married?
I am. I am married. Been married for 32 years. Again, makes me sound really old when I say that. But grateful, very grateful.
Yeah, you've got a great husband. He's fun.
Yeah, he's a piece of work.
That's okay. That's so fun. Well, so why don't you tell us how Mary Kay found you, or how you found Mary Kay?
So Mary Kay found me through Julie, my sales director. We were friends at church. So picture me, almost 20 years younger, very frumpy. I was running a childcare business at the time, so I usually wore t-shirts that were 3 sizes too big. I usually had a little snot right there, holes in the jeans, wore makeup, but you couldn't tell that I was wearing makeup, and needed help with my hair. Let's just be real. So, anyway, my husband at that time, honestly, he had a nervous breakdown. And he was unable to work, and he was fired from his job. And it wasn't a fun termination. It was like, you're out the door and we're not paying you any unemployment, the whole shebang. We did get an attorney, long story short. Anyway, Julie was my consultant and called and asked if I needed product. And I also had very bad acne. And when you have bad acne, you want cleanser to keep it clean, but you also want foundation to cover it up. And back then, and I remember, cleanser was 18, foundation was 14. I didn't have either 18 or 14, but I thought, well, she said, what do you need? I'm like, I need cleanser, I need foundation, but I guess just give me foundation. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. And she said, well, don't worry. A little pink fairy's going to come visit you. So she and another gal from our church who was also in Mary Kay gave me those products. And when she stopped by, she dropped off. And again, this shows my age. It was a VHS. They were big back in the day.
Yes.
Information on the career opportunity. And this is a really nice lady from church, and I don't like to say no. She's very nice. I mean, she gave me these products. So my husband and I talked, and I was going to let him be the mean one for me, and he was going to say no to this really nice lady from church. And when she came over to get that VHS, he flipped. He totally threw me under the bus. Yeah, honey, I think you should just give this a try. I mean, we were broke. We had no money. Something had to happen. Daycare, you work a lot of hours, but you don't make any money. And he wasn't in a state physically or mentally to do the job himself. So that's why I joined.
Oh my gosh.
The money,
Yeah.
and he made me.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I love that story. VHS, yes. A cassette tape recruited me. So, it's just a smaller version. That's how I listened to I remember, so when we would listen to inventory, you got a special cassette tape, I think from like Pam Shaw or someone, and you would listen about inventory talk through that cassette tape. And I just remember me and my husband sat down and listened about inventory through a tape. Yeah. So times have changed. Mm-hmm.
Praise the Lord. Could you imagine?
That is so awesome. So you joined Mary Kay because you needed the money.
We did.
Yes. Well, I've known you for a long time, and I know what the money in Mary Kay has provided for your family. So, and I didn't prep you for this, but like, what has been your favorite thing that you have paid for because of Mary Kay?
Well, what always comes right to the front of my head every time someone asks me that question, and this was 12 years ago now, from my holiday open house, an event that I hold every year, I was able to take my profits and purchased, a Disney vacation for our family of 5. It was my first time being in Florida, my first time being at Disney, and what an exciting thing, a memory to have with your kids. Man, my parents weren't able to do stuff like that for me. Now my baby sister, that's another story, took her, but not me. But it doesn't matter. No, I'm just grateful that we were able to do that for the kids. It was one of those Christmas Eve, we said goodbye to the family and drove through the night Christmas Eve. So we were there on Christmas Day, and we just had a blast.
Wow, that is so awesome. I was hoping that, I remember you did that. And I remember you paying for multiple remodel things at your house. We did a lot of Mary Kay together. So it's so good. So now I'm almost positive you have the record for this in Muskegon County. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you are the consultant in Muskegon County that has done Queen's Court of Sales the most times. So how many times have you done Queen's Court of Sales?
15 times at this point.
15 times. So Queen's Court of Sales is when you sell $40,000 worth of retail product in 1 year in our fiscal year. And Mary Kay always awards us with a wonderful diamond ring. And so have you taken the ring every time, Sue? Yes. You have. Okay. Do you have a favorite Mary Kay ring? I mean, you're wearing a few of them. I saw.
Yeah, I have a few.
We have matching ones on. We have matching rings on.
That one's the matching.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, there are some that I really, really like, and some that are, like this one. I'm never gonna wear that one.
I have that one too. I love that one, but I don't wear it. I don't.
It's too big, right?
It is big, but I still wear it. I'm like, woo! People think it's fake. It's like whatever. I don't care.
You just never wear it. I don't know, but I think my favorite one, I never wear it, but it's just, I can't get rid of it because it's just too special to me. It's the first one that I got. It was a star.
Oh, I love that. I remember them offering that. That is awesome.
Yeah. Judy Kowicki handed that to me.
I love that. That's when they handed you your ring. That's awesome.
Well, no, you
Or
were
the
handed the
box.
box.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
always handed the box, but
It's
you know,
a memory of Judy Kowicki.
yeah. First time crossing the stage, and of all nationals to be standing there, someone that I knew.
Right.
And she just hugged me so tight, as Judy Kowicki would, and said, "I knew you could do it." And I'm sitting there thinking, "You remember my name?" Anyway, she's amazing. We all know that. Yeah, so that just had some special memories because that was the first one.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Well, it's been so fun, and you always, I've thought this too, because we're always competing in Mary Kay, but in a healthy, good way, And I'm like, oh, where's Sue on the scoreboard? Like, I want to know. And there's years that you're like, every year you're like finished with Queen's Court of Sales in like April and May, and I'm like, oh my word. So this last year I finished it early, not that early, but I was like, oh, I'm starting to get like Sue. So that is so awesome though. So how many customers do you think that you have right now?
I don't know. Honestly don't know, because people come and go for whatever reason. So it's always a fluid number. I figure around 300. I don't know. I don't know.
That's really good though. So, and I've watched you over the years, what do you think is the best way to build a Mary Kay customer?
The best way is through fantastic customer service. I think what has set me apart is the relationship I've built with my clients, and the fact that they can count on me. If they call me today, they're in desperate need, and there are those that wait to the last second. I'll have the product to them the next day. They don't have to wait.
Right.
So
that is
by far, because then they feel comfortable recommending you to their family and friends. You're not that Mary Kay lady that, oh, she's going to place her order in a couple months kind of thing. No one wants to wait a couple months, So.
Right. When you're pimply faced and you need a cleanser and a foundation, you need it like now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're a mascara, there's those that just can't leave the house without mascara. And if you tell them, well, it'll be a couple weeks before I place it, they're just not.
Right.
Just speaking truth, not going to stick with you.
Yeah. If Walgreens did that, we would laugh, right? You'd be like, what? I'll just go to the next Walgreens. Yeah. Such a good point, Sue. Oh my goodness. That's so good. So you told us your favorite thing that you've done with your Mary Kay money. You've done Queen's Court of Sales so many times. You almost don't have enough rings. Like you almost have too many rings for even your toes. You can put one on every finger and on one foot. So man. So do you remember how many times? So every quarter in Mary Kay, we get to earn a star prize. And Mary Kay has given us so many fun star prizes over the year. So Sue, I know this is the number I'm going to throw at you, but how many stars? Do you know about how many you've done?
So I'm figuring 19 years. I multiplied that by 4, but then I have to subtract 1.
That's right.
Calculations, that would be 75 quarters.
That is awesome. So you missed your very first star as a consultant.
Not my first star. No.
Okay.
No, it was my first year in Mary Kay. It was June. I was being a bit of a snothead. I was really close to finishing up Sapphire Star that quarter. And Julie, as the Y sales director, called to let me know, how close I was. And in my head, instead of hearing her concern, I heard, what's my thought? Well, what's in it for you? It just felt like, I'll just order when I'm down. Well, please order. Anyway, I placed it just a few days later. Stupid. Stupid of me. So not only did I miss the star prize, if I would have been a star that quarter, I would have gotten to spin the prize wheel that Miss Judy did get to do, but I didn't. And then our Maritime that year was having her very last party ever because she was retiring even as a retired national. And you had to be a star every quarter to go to the party. And Sue, of course, didn't click. Yeah. Sue missed the party. So
yeah. That one decision. Well, hey, you never made that mistake again because you've done it so many times. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you've also earned Mary Kay cars.
Yeah.
We've earned cars together. I love that. Was that your very first car my first car?
Yeah, that was our first car because it was Judy, then you, then me. Bam, bam, bam.
And we all earned them together in our town. I mean, we have a good amount of people in Muskegon County. There's like 150,000, I think, total with the whole county. And so the three of us together earned our very first Mary Kay car. So how many Mary Kay cars have you earned in the meantime?
I've earned 4 cars.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I love the car program in Mary Kay because people really do know it's a trophy on wheels, and it's like you are driving around and it says Mary Kay on the side. It's so great. It's like one of my favorite perks about being in Mary Kay. So I love that. So we have both consultants and customers on here. So Sue, I would love for you to give a piece of advice, something that's on your heart to the customers that are listening and to the consultants. What would you say?
To the customers, by golly, the importance of, great skincare. Hello. I look at skin. I can't help it. I just noticed, and I have seen a lot in 19 years, and I've seen women who are 10, 15 years younger than me that look 10 years older than me. And I know, well, part of it's their lifestyle. I mean, you don't get that premature aging without a lot of sun and alcohol and smoking. I mean,
that's true.
Just being truthful, not to be mean. It's the way it is for all of us. But great skincare, golly, it'll keep you looking younger. You're going to feel better about yourself because you're taking great care of yourself. And just trust that this company is doing anything and everything to provide the highest quality products with that 100% guarantee. We're always, setting the stage, setting the bar for other companies to follow in our steps. I love that about this company, and that we are, just beyond what other cosmetic companies are doing in our research and development, providing the best quality products. And you're never stuck with something you don't love. So, hey, you need to reach out to your consultant every quarter when new stuff comes out, because there's always fun new things to try.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's right. What about to consultants?
To consultants, it's just consistently work your business. By golly, this has been the biggest blessing in my life. And I hear that from a lot of consultants. It's the friendships that pour into you. It's the women that you're surrounded by that help encourage you in your faith walk. The money's great, and I still love the money. but it's the intangible things that really, you just can't imagine your life without being a part of this company. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Well, you definitely were one of my gifts in my starter kit. And just by your leadership, and you lead by example, and you set the bar so high for everyone, sometimes I would be like, ugh. And then I'd be like, man alive, that Sue Moulds, she sets the bar so stinking high, it's hard to catch her. But that's so good because you pushed me to be a better consultant over the years, and still, so I'm so grateful for that. And you're just, when I say, hey, who's your Mary Kay consultant? And they say Sue Moulds, I say, oh, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. And I love that. That's why, it's so important to know who your sister consultants are. because you can lift each other up in that. So thank you so much, Sue, for hanging out with me and being a part of our fun night.
Thank you. And I love your positivity. It just pours out into everyone. So your smile and your laugh, my goodness, you just brighten the world, Katie.
Aw, well, thank you. Well, hey guys, we'll be back for another week of UBU, and I